Alright. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Let's play more Dwarf Fortress. Let's go back to Woodfight and start waiting for more goblins to come into our trap hallways. One thing you might notice here is that I am now using DF Hack. DF Hack does work with the Steam version. It is in alpha version, so there will be bugs. I did back up all my saves in case something bad happens. But the biggest things in there for me are some kind of bug fixes. So for example, I can use DF Hack to actually save the nicknames. So that I don't have to keep track of them myself. That is fantastic. And then I will see if I test anything else in the DF hack, like auto melt, or some cleanup things that I can, for example, clean up the fortress from all the old stuff that the dwarves are not throwing away. But also one reason in addition to that that protect nicknames things was that we can actually now import work orders with DF hack. So I will start with that actually right away. So let's save these for this is Woodfight 131 spring. Go. So now my work orders are saved. I haven't built these in kind of generic mindset in mind, but I think in the next fortress I will build like a set that I can then use in all the fortress I use. But yeah, let's. I will not explain that much about the DF hack. It's kind of it taps into the game's code. It does have some cheats in it. I'm not using those. But for example, you can alter the dwarf stats and things like that. But it also adds kind of a framework for all kinds of mods that the normal game doesn't offer, including some user interface things. But as said, the biggest thing I want to do from here was to protect nicknames. So let's put this on. Oh wait, how do I use that? Enable. What if I just click this? Currently disabled. Okay. Enable, fix, protect, next. Okay. Enabled. 61 nicknames saved. So what this does, it takes once a in-game day, it saves all the nicknames I have added, and if one of them disappears, DF hack restores it automatically. So that was more or less the one thing why I wanted DF hack, because it's I'm naming the dwarves for people in the chat or watching, and losing those nicknames because they get a significant kill, like kill a forgotten beast or something. It's kind of annoying. But yes, we have our trap corridors truly tested now. With forgotten beasts, with goblins, everything's working fantastic. The flamethrower, the fire-breathing forgotten beast, is doing its job as well. And yeah, this is turning to be a pretty awesome setup. It's to be honest, it is a little bit too powerful, but yeah, it's fantastic. I really like it. Today, I'm thinking that did I specifically leave off at something? Well, I think one thing is that we did just have a siege, and we saved after that. So I will let my dwarves. Actually, right, I did have the burrows on. That's why nothing was collected. We did have goblins in the cages, so they will be brought back in, and so that needs to be opened. Okay, that is open. So yeah, we'll need to collect all this crap from the previous goblin siege, so this will take a while. This will take a while, so this will actually give me a time to look at some. Let's take a look at the DF hack control panel. What does it do? Right. One thing I was thinking about that I could use auto slap. That's a nice feature. Kind of saves me from going into the stoneworks and engrave a slab when someone dies. And then I'm kind of doing a manual auto melt at the moment, because I have stockpiles in here that I have designated with the rules. I want stuff to be melted, and then I can just paint the whole workshop when I want something to be melted. And same thing in here and here. So I could ask DF hack to watch these stockpiles and do this for me, which I think I will actually do now that I do have DF hack. So let's actually see how that works, since we are kind of starting with the DF hack. So let's do auto melt. Let's see. Okay, I can ask it to monitor with a custom name. Okay. And disable monitoring if I want to. Okay. So right there I have a quality control melt. It's one of them. So let's see again. Auto melt, monitor, quality control melts. Okay, did I mistype that? Oh, it needs to be in right. Needs to be in full name. Quality control melt. Okay, come on, game. Okay, it's not liking the keyboard, I think, for the insert for some reason. Ah, okay, that is odd. Let's see if I can get it to work otherwise. And okay, maybe if I actually give them easier names, this would be easier for me to set up. So meltable FG should be fine actually. And then I had, what did I have in here? Double weapons and armor. Auto melt. Monitor. Let's call it meltable FG. Quality control melt and meltable weapon and armor. Designated 0. Okay, why don't you like that? Okay, let's make this simple then. This is melt quality This is melt FG. Maybe it's actually because I don't have the auto melt enabled. That might also be it. And this is just melt. Might also be that. Let's enable it first. Enable auto melt. Auto melt is enabled. Total items in monitored piles. Yeah, melt FGs. That it worked. Okay. So melt, monitor, melt. Okay. So melt, monitor. Monitor, melt, quality. Okay, that's being monitored. And oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see, did I have quality spikes was as well. Multiple items. Let's call this easier names as well. Right. Now I think it's... So we have a lot of stuff there, that's good. Melt, meltable, so now I don't have to watch those anymore. I think I finally the low quality spikes. Quality spikes is one, so let's do that one, and then we are done with this. Nope, that's the wrong name. Was it low Q? Low Q spikes. Good. Good. Now let's let it run for a while, and let's clean up the hallways. Let's take the weapons away from these guys, and for that I will enable that one and pause that one. So let's dump all these goblin cages, but then undump the cages themselves, so the dwarves will just come and strip the goblins, so we can fight them a little bit safer. They are not accidentally gonna shoot or hit one of my dwarves. I think that was just brought in. That Is 9, so that means there's one goblin somewhere else. Waiting. And also that's dump pile idea right there was. Right, let's actually take that away and let's put another one. Another one actually right there. It's auto dump. I have built this dump, this refuse disposal I have here. It's kinda working great, but I'm actually thinking that I would somehow change it in a way that we would make it even deeper. I like the mechanism, but I would like it to be like 100% safe. Save some. What seeing here that could we use some space here for that? And with safe I mean make it so deep that no stuff can never fly up from there. You found out yesterday that Long War 2 mod was made for War of the Chosen XCOM 2. Yep. Yep, it's been around. I did try it. Like at end of, actually I think it was New Year's in 22. I mean like January 1st 22, but then I went on a little bit of a hiatus from streaming early last year, so then never got back to it, at least not yet. Is there an FPS reason for destroying all low quality junk instead of trading it? This is easier. Like trading just gets me more junk that I don't really need. But trading is definitely the better option if you want, so that you don't need to produce anything else for the trade if you even need to trade something. So no, when it leaves the map, the effect is the same, kind of. But by throwing it away, kind of manually, in an automated way, but manually, not trading. It gets rid of them immediately. So as far as the kind of quality control I'm doing, it immediately triggers all the work orders again. So let's say if I have that make 10 doors, they make 10 fine crafted doors. I immediately throw them away so that they can do them again in order to make exceptional or masterworks. And yeah. And also because there's just the crap that the goblins have, they just have so much of it that I usually don't bother hauling them to the trade depot. If the traders had something like really useful for a fort that I would like need to trade a lot, and I would be limited on my own supplies, then of course you should put these in close to the trade depot and just always trade whatever you get from the goblins and stuff. Okay, but yeah, that Forgotten Beast is not getting to us at the moment, unless we let it in, like we did with a couple of other Forgotten Beasts who then fought each other. Statues and corkscrews once again. Once again. Do I still have gold bars? Yes, I do. Maybe we should find a place for these gold statues or start smelting them or something. Trading does help your fortress, but up to a certain limit, and that limit is actually not that big. Of course, early on, if you would like to get a lot of migrants, you should trade as much as possible. Just buy everything, even if you don't need it. If you absolutely want like a massive amount of migrants. But the amount we have traded already is 150,000, and well, you can actually see the limits if you want to go to and how you have set them for yourself. It's basically the economy settings. Enemy trade trigger 20,000, trade trigger 5 30,000. So we have way past these normal settings already. I'm not sure. Don't know about these in detail, but I think kind of these trigger after we have traded over 30,000, and then there was like 300,000 is one trigger. Economic trigger is 30,000, so they're actually quite low in that sense. And after that, it's kind of basically doesn't do anything for anyone. Just exchanging stuff to another. Okay, let's see what the cook will do. Wow, they are taking... What? Why are they taking such a long time to find a workshop? Are we missing a workshop? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 a boyer. Oh shit, it was a possession. Legendary boyer would have been so cool. We could have had wooden crossbows for free. Actually missing a workshop for a strange mood. How about that? How about that? Let's do those. I was like, why? Usually they claim a workshop right away, but nope. Oh, such a shame. It would have been nice to have a legendary boyer. Would have not minded that at all. Okay, strange mood dwarf, you have your thing. You are making it out of olive wood logs. Some copper. Where the hell did you run? Oh, you went for some rocks. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's things like that for the trading. I might be wrong, but I don't think it has. It's pretty much tied to the numbers, and that's about it. We might actually. I really hope he makes a crossbow and not some foreign weapon, but we'll take what we get. We'll take what we get. Yeah, this is a shame that I have this. Let me see. What if I change it to be like in here? Then I just adjust the walls. No, this is not a good place. I would have to redo everything. What about in here? It's kind of a long way. Yeah, this does come into way, so it would have to be on this side of the room. It's kind of okay apart from these. That is used. This could be changed. Okay, that could be it. Okay. We will do like stupidly deep atom smasher. So I'm tired of them getting hit in the face with the stuff. So this would need access from there. This we will channel into. And then we can do see how it goes on this side. I could. Yeah, it's far away, but I think I'll actually move all these for that. So let's do. Let's do a stairway like that first. The downside is that I did choose that place so that this doesn't cause any miasma when we are bringing the stuff in. But I think when we are doing these mass dumps, I want this to be safer. So we will change this around a bit, like that. and this would be the smasher itself. Yeah, let's see if it's in the right place. Yes, it is. And then we would be channeling those spots down when we get that far. And that could be an access to that. Okay. This would be the hole. The hole, so let's open and it's up like that. Yeah, this sadly I will lose little bit of the power from the surface side. So I think eventually this should be the dump is that spot. Like that. Then have things like this, and then I could actually have the hallway, the pressure plate things built in a slightly different way, so that it wouldn't be directly in the front. And actually I might change this. Would basically have the access probably from the old position there. No, we can build walls later. This is an annoying spots actually. Because how the stairs work now with this version. I can't build an upstairs from here to here without channeling this thing. Hey! We did get a crossbow. Nice. Artifact crossbow. Beautiful. Job, Boyer man. Yeah, I think because they were possessed, they are still rusty. Rusty in the Boyer ship. But actually, now that we have this, why don't you make like 10 wooden crossbows? Let's see how good you are with those. So we have 2 artifact crossbows now. We got I think it was a copper one, Fang die, and now we made prestigious worries. Made of olive wood, has some of the forgotten beast silk from the farm. Bands of olive wood, emerald cut rock crystals, cushion chalk cabochons, and menaces with spikes of limonite. And the item is an image of maize plant in copper. Oh, interesting. The guy must like maize. On the item is an image of hero wielding the chalk cabinets. Okay. An image of a forgotten beast. Out of interest, do you like maize? You must like maize because you put it in there. No? Well, they were possessed, so it was someone else, not this dwarf, right? That's how possession works. So let's mine these out. These out and right, because we are under the brook. You stopped. Okay, fine. Yeah, most of the time when, and I think in all cases, at least for this fort. Why did this kid drop in here again? And it's the same kid. Okay, I'm stopping my attempt. This is, I think the kid they come here and dump, and then they stand at the edge with and play, do make believe or whatever, and then because of that they drop in there because something hits them in the face. Jesus. If I wasn't doing mining here, that kid would be dead this time. That's a 2-time cliffhanger now. I think this time they went into the bottom, but I wonder how badly. And actually the Atom Smasher is about to smash down as well. Yeah, he's about to die. Well, she. So I think they will continue playing. Well, it was a good ride, cliffhanger. It again goes to show that this I need the safer system that they don't not gonna hit by. I wonder, do they actually get hit in the face and that's why they fall? Or are they actually dumped from the minecart or something like that? But yeah, I think they are not gonna save themselves because they are playing. So let's watch Let's watch the cliffhanger die. Yep. There it goes. Couldn't do anything about that because they stopped playing. They weren't escaping this time. Well, that's why I was doing what I was doing, because I noticed that there's a chance for that to happen. No, you can. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I don't think you can do anything when it's already triggered. It already has the signal. It already has the signal. Yeah, that's a bummer. I thought this bit was like already good enough on that. That has like never happened to me in any of my previous forts, but it's the kids that they stop right here to play, and then when something flies up the shaft, they dodge that and fall in. Well, rip cliffhanger. That kid was called Cliffhanger because they fell in there once, but then they were hanging on to the wall. But this time they went to the bottom and for some reason decided, oh, I'll just continue playing instead of taking this door right here. So yeah, sad to lose a kid because we actually don't have that many of them, and they are kind of the first true born into this civilization because everything else has been generated for the dead civilization. Okay. I kind of wanted that I would have been through this. Yeah, this is the reason they stop playing when they take stuff there and then they stay at the edge playing with things instead of going away. I wonder what like, do the parents get bad thought? All right, wait, we need to engrave a slab because we are not gonna get bury. We can't bury that one. We need to make a slab. What is? Oh, we can't make a slab yet because no one knows they are dead but us, the dwarf stones. Will I? Now, what will probably open this fully here. Hey, Foster Depp, how you doing? I think kind of the system with auto dump, it was working fine, but then I kind of I noticed this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now they realized, hey, wait a minute, where's the kid? Where's Cliffhanger? Probably in the pit. And they are correct. I noticed this design flaw in my Atom Smasher thingamajiggy when we started kind of mass dumping more stuff from the goblins and clothes and stuff. And I should have learned from that last one that we should just make a safer system. First attempt at bread making, nice. You making a sourdough bread or just normal bread? Nice sourdough. Welcome to the club. That's it took me, what would I say? I think maybe my 4th or 5th bread was kind of okay. They always tasted great, but kind of getting the shape and stuff done. But there's if I give one tip for sourdough baking, or I guess maybe any bread baking, is that you, especially in the beginning, you are probably working the dough too much. You think you need to work it like a lot, and you are probably working it too much, and then over time you realize that you actually don't need to work it very much at all, but you kind of you get that feel over time. But that's I noticed that in the early I felt like I was working the dough like I should. I was trying everything, but then I realized that I should have just let it be and touch it as little as possible, but still enough so that it gets the strength. But yeah, it's fun thing to do, and very useful as well, because you get cheap but very tasty bread. Well, cheap if you don't count your own time, of course. But so forget about that. Build a wall there anyway. Okay, so that was a little less painful than I thought it would be. I do want to floor this whole thing in. There. Yeah, I think sourdough baking did get like a big boost during the lockdowns, definitely. But it's kind of it was growing all the way from like if I say like 2016, 17. It was kind of slowly getting from there, like, and that's an other fermenting things. Like we started getting kombucha in the stores. People made their own kombucha. People were making their own pizzas much more. Like that was happening already before, but then it kind of gave it a little bit of additional boost during during the lockdowns for sure. I started during the lockdowns to make bread, but that was kind of a coincidence because I was very much aware of it already before. Okay. Okay. Let's. Start making holes. They are now trapped before we do. Or we do stairs. This would actually right now work even as a kill pit, because it's so deep. We could actually dump the goblins in here and they would die. And plus, if they wouldn't die, they would be smashed. Like if we wouldn't want to fight the caged goblins. Hey Hominict, how you doing? Okay, let's build walls where we need them. Now if someone falls in here, they would die. So if the reason for the cliffhanger to drop in here was not getting hit in the face but something else, they wouldn't have to worry about the atom smasher. We have limestone blocks. 1. Okay, fine. Let's make chalk. Magnetite's interesting. Let's make it out of mica. Oh, right. Forgot about the kid. Let's not have Cliffhanger come and haunt us. What is? We'll dedicate the new Atom Smasher to the kid. That's item dump 2. Item dump 2 here can actually still function. Will be taken off. It will be taken off. Refuse dump, no mine carts. Item dump, no mine carts. Well, actually, I could use it without the pressure plates. No, nope. Cancel it all. Redo the whole system. Let's put the slab here to remind us why we built this new one. This is very much done. Like the color of that, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Okay. So let's actually get about. Well, you know what? Actually, we can still use the Smasher manually if we want to. Oh, interestingly, it was left on the top position. Hey, Storno. Relaxed voice like a storyteller. Thank you. So we can still use this manually if we want to. For like dumps and stuff. Can still be there, but we will take this off. The minecart can stay, but we'll control it manually right now. Actually, I think I might actually be. I would be making this safer if I didn't have the kids' hall refuse or items. They do their job and then they stop here and play, and then they get hit in the face with minecarts or whatever. But I think this new system deeper pit should be fine. Okay, so now let's see. Get these off. And this fully. One nice thing, I think I could work it with the traffic restrictions. I think I could work it in a way, but I would, if I could get the dwarves to come in one way when they are bringing stuff out and dumping stuff, and when they leave the room they would go the other way around. Because that way I could have like the atom smasher control be on the way out. But then again, it doesn't actually solve the problem, because in the massive dumps, like 50 dwarves are coming in at the same time, so someone is always coming when someone is leaving. So yeah, it actually doesn't help with that. That was a good idea, I guess. Okay, will I use this dump or not? Guess I will leave it there. And we'll do... Will I have the pressure plate in the... Pressure plate where they are dumping, or will I have it kind of on the exit? I think I will have it on the exit this time. Let's do something like that. Actually, no. Let's do it like this. I will wall that off. Hey Furthering, how are you doing? It's going good. Apart from the unfortunate accident with my automated atom smasher, which I started fixing before the accident happened, but I'm making a deeper pit for my automated atom smasher. Yeah, it's going good. going good. Yes. So I had an issue that 5 to 6 deep bits for an atom smasher was not deep enough for the kids not to be hit in the face by the stuff flying up from there when the atom smasher goes up, if something falls on top of it. And when the kids were using the quantum stockpile dump, they stopped there to play. And one of them fell in twice. First time they survived, but second time not. So now I'm making like 20 deep bits, so that absolutely nothing flies up from there. At least I hope so. Although I think things can fly quite far. But we could even do a temporary hatch on the, like something. Oh, you know what? Oh, could that work? Could that work? We could even make like a. We could put a hatch on the top here that would stop anything flying up. But how would I do it in a way that the hatch is locked? Hatch is locked when the bridge comes up. And then it opens. Maybe that's over-engineering this thing. If the dwarves are too dumb to fall in, I will I will let them fall in. Hey Poland. How many dwarves lived their lives for this grand fortress? We've actually only had 4 deaths. Ah, that is true. Kid was 5th. True. Kid was 5th. But quite a lot of goblins have died here, and one forgotten beast when they were fighting each other, and after that came to my traps, did me a favor and painted one of the hallways in a nice color. But in here they usually clean, so it's kind of it's not as red. It's been good. Okay, let's see. Thinking here where I want. Where do I want the pressure plate to be, and kind of do I want to restrict the traffic here, or no? But I will actually let it be too wide. I will let it be too wide, but then we put the pressure plates on the other one, and then make the other path restricted traffic, so they can still step on it if there's more than one of them there. But they step on the pressure plates often enough to hit it. The pressure plate in this side would be here, and in here it would be right there. I stopped item dump too. Yes, I did. Then we would put pressure plates. Pressure plate in here. Citizens trigger. Citizens trigger and same thing here. So that's wall. Let's make these stairs nicer. So you know what? Let's just make that's a wall as well. So now we have this one here. So how I would do this is that I make that one restricted, so they are more likely to step on that. But if there's two of them there, they would still bypass each other. And same thing here. We restrict that one, so they are more likely to step on that one. But if there's two of them, they can still bypass and move faster. Refuse, dump, plates, link. Smasher. Also. Hey Minraka, how you doing? In case you were not here when I made a discovery after 350 hours into the Steam version, you might be aware that you can shift scroll all the menus and it goes one page at a time. But did you also know that you can move 10 elevations at the time when you shift scroll? Yep, took me 350 hours to know that. And now I love it. I feel so stupid that I didn't never try the shift bit when I move across the levels, but yeah, obviously, of course it's there. Then this is item dump plates. Link. Okay. Now the thing is, will I let these be here, and I will just have them carry stuff here for dump? And I will let these be here where it's not causing miasma. I could try that. So let's do drag stop dump to the south in there. Dumps to the south there. Let's move the heavy one there. It's heavy too. Move it here. Oops. That's the light one. Move it here. This one. There. At least in theory they should hit this more often than other ones, depending on where they are coming from. And that is already being triggered. So actually no one should come here anymore. For dumping, this could be open, because dumped items are forbidden when they are dumped, but because we are throwing stuff with our own logic in there, we need to block that. So now that is set up. Now that is set up, and we can oh, I wish I could just tell. I wish I could edit that. Please move this stop into here, so I wouldn't have to touch the settings. But instead I have to basically redo the whole thing. Because the items are stop specific. Hit a max. Yeah. The refuse dump, it's kind of fine. That is actually not corpses friendly. And that's thought it was. So that's the stockpiles. No rules there, and then we take remains, we take corpses, we take body parts we are throwing away here, and wool. And we throw away the corpses as well. So that works. It works already with that. And puts a nice minecart in it. Oh crap. They are taking them all in here. Stop that. they will be getting it all the way from here. That can actually be forbidden. We can use that for magma. You know what? Maybe. You know what? Forget about that. Let's do none. Let's do. How much platinum do we have? Oops. Can you make one stockpile feed another? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Stockpile can take or give, and that take or give can be a workshop or another stockpile. So you can ask a workshop to take from certain stockpile or stockpiles and give to a stockpile or stockpiles, and same thing with and with stockpiles I use it what I call, or I name the stockpiles as overflow. So for example, I have a stockpile here for prepared meals, but then I have no, wait, well, this is a better example. I have drinks here, and this is drinks overflow. This one is giving to the main drink stockpile. So in case this is not full, they would move stuff from the overflow into that one. And vice versa, if this is full, they will put stuff here in the overflow. So then, as I see, well, it's a little bit hard to see because there's so many mucks. But if I see the overflow stockpile completely full, then I know that, okay, we have quite a lot of drinks at the moment. But if I see the overflow empty, then I know that we probably need more drinks in a while. And same thing with bags here. We have a huge pile of overflow bags, but these bags are taken closer where they are actually needed. And same thing with pots. We have overflow here. They are taken next to the kitchen and still when needed, but we have the extras here. But the thing about the give and take is that it's quite easy to mess things up. Like it's you should only use them if you need. Because you start getting the no stuff in the linked stockpile like I'm getting here, and then it's you need to troubleshoot those a bit and what is going on, why can't they find the things, and all that good stuff. But yeah, I will actually clear these all. Some dump and some dump too. So I need to redo them anyway. It's the stop. No orders. Takes from here, here, and here. And then we actually check that these are bin free. They are. Okay. So ammo, no metal and no bolts, no artifacts, but everything else we are throwing away. Armor, all, not metal. How did I have this set up? Were we throwing away everything? Oh no, this was the setup. Finished goods, no metal. No metal, none of those. Not throwing away musical instruments. Not throwing away. No, that was fine. Backs, barrels, pins. Pots. Sandbags, I think it was 5. In the furniture. Weapons, not metal. Check the stockpiles after this. How did I set it up? These are fine. I think actually, now that I think about it, DF hack might actually have a copy stockpile and copy settings. Look into those now that I have it. Let's check. Axe barrels, pin spots, sandbags, and I'm not taking wheelbarrows either. Okay. Oh, I didn't have ammo here. But we could. The non-bolts, we don't care about. I'm not gonna build any weapon traps with those and not melting them. Okay, here we have everything. Here we have everything. And we're not throwing away codices, even that I don't think it's part of this. I think I had gems disabled because they are trade goods, they're large gems. So we have that off. Musical instruments and codices. Everything else we are doing in better quality. Boom. Okay. That's done reset, so let's reset that ourselves. Let's put ammo here as well. Not bolts, actually all bolts. Artifacts, everything else can go. There is not metal. I think it is now correct. Correct. So how this works is that they take it to the stockpile, but then there's kind of double safety in the dump because of these settings. That's what we are actually throwing out. So stockpiles are not taking wheelbarrows, but if we decide to put in the stockpiles, then they would be thrown out. So I wouldn't have touched these settings. I think this is now good. We have metal away from there because we are smelting those. Yeah, that is now good. And then let's wait for the platinum minecart to build, and I will see how this works in the longer distance. Longer distance in here. Alright, was it up? Looking forward to the bread picture. I'm sure it will be fine and not charcoal. There was one thing I actually want to do. Man, they keep asking for those things so often. Luckily it's kind of relatively straightforward. I can always melt those if I want to, but it's still happening so often. Yes, I wanted to do. Okay, why are you not? Do we have a full stockpile, or do we have some give and take orders? Why are these in here? Just died them and they are not taken in yet, or okay, you just finished doing those. I wonder. Items. See, how did I have to alter the main die set up? Okay, it's actually set up quite high. That's good. The idea with this one would be that we continue dyeing thread. And use all the dyes we have, and then the massive order will trigger when we get more packs in. So dyeing of the threads would continue a bit more, and no, actually I will change this into 2, like that, and then we'll have this workshop have dye clothes. 1 dye items, dyeable cloth. How much dyed cloth do we actually have? Okay, we actually like okay, quite a lot of it, but then again, do I actually want to limit this? I don't necessarily want to limit this. Just dye all the clothes we have if we have the clothes. Let's do that. Then how was this? Yeah, this will stop at some point. Some point, but it will also trigger a little bit later. That's fine. that way we should process those things away a little bit faster. And I think we have some extra bags, so let's use that space as well. One thing we are missing is a good space for the buckets. I think my empty bag order somewhere is producing way too many of these. It's the silk bag, is that the only one? Did we have a leather bag? Leather bag, I do. So we can stop leather bags. So only use silk. Silk, and this should only trigger when we are like below. Basically if we would run completely out. Because we obviously have a lot of bags and we are just overproducing them. Looking at these stockpiles here. How's our quarry push processing going? Are we just stocking them up or are we actually using them? Ooh, we are using all of them. Nice. Wait. We have... okay, we do have seeds. We are still farming those, right? Oh. We have used all of them. Okay, so then that is good. That is good. We could press some of the nuts into the oil and cake and stuff. Platinum minecarts were done somewhere along the line, so let's put these in here. Ooh, both masterwork, beautiful. Nice. Love it. Love it. So let's put the renewed item dumping into action jackson here. That is now so I can call the dump to be in here. I think in practice it's like it's only these tiles, and I will not put some minecart, so if they need to dump they would use these ones. I think it's still only one dump when I do this. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, we are not gonna dump from this side. Okay, now I want to see how high the stuff flies, if it flies, this shaft. Oh, you have a broken wrist? Sorry to hear that, but good to hear that XCOM 2 is keeping you happy with just one hand. It's nice. Yeah, that is something like when you do have both hands well and not broken, and you have two hands to begin with. It's kind of, you don't necessarily appreciate the fact that you can use the other hand, but when you can only use one hand for whatever reason, then you start to appreciate good mouse controls. Okay, I want to see how high these things fly. Let's follow the sock. Okay, not that high. Definitely not up the shaft. They are not Definitely not coming 20 tiles up this time. So if someone falls in here, then they deserve to die. But maybe I will. Maybe I will ask. I will ask the kids not to do item hauling. Yeah, I think I will stop them just doing that because they. And furniture as well. So if they do animal hauling, they will go outside and all the cages. That is fine. That is fine actually. Yeah, I will stop the kids doing this because they come here and they stay in here, do their make believe in the worst possible spots and. But it's working fine. And I think this it's fine that they walk this path here. Yeah, I'm liking this much better now. The kids are not there. The pit is deep. Pit is deep and items are flying quite high from there actually. Let's see. I will see when this rises. Like tick by tick. Just for a moment here. I didn't see when it was triggered, so this might take a while. Say, how are we with the trigger? I think this one is triggering, so we should see it come up. Could you please show a bit zone zone orders? You mean orders for the military with the zone, or what do you mean? Or was that two separate things? Come on, go up already. It's taking so long. Raise me up. The dwarf know what to put where? Stockpiles, you mean? Come on, bridge. What the hell? Hey, what is going on? Why isn't it triggering? You're stepping on that, so it's definitely triggering soon. Yeah, sorry, I don't quite understand what you mean, because kind of Because that's already 3 different things. Zones, orders, stockpiles, those are already 3 different things. So I'm not quite sure what you are asking about. Okay, bridge. There we go. Okay. How high? Okay, not high at all. Just a couple of tiles. We'll see if they continue coming up. They do. Okay. Okay, 5 tiles. 5 tiles update the items. So I think it depends on how big the stack is. But I would say at least 10 deep bit is needed. This 20 deep is probably overkill. But at least the stuff is not flying out from there. I tried your guild thing, now vampires most times have less kills and social crews than normal immigrants. Yeah, well, but I don't think I've had a vampire in the Steam version. But isn't it so at the moment that their sprite is basically like this greenish bluish thing, so that they basically look like undead, so you can't like mistake it. The kill sign, the retired fort. Okay. Okay. I'm looking forward into the next fort of this civilization. We'll just be getting legendaries. Yeah, the visitors are the tricky ones. We had one vampire in a fort like a year and a half ago or something before the Steam version, and for some reason I just never suspected the visitors. But then when I learned who it was, I realized that they were coming and going, and that's why the deaths were so kind of random. It was not like every so often something happened, but because it was only happening when that visitor was visiting us. That was a tricky one to catch. And then when I tried to arrest the vampire, they actually ran away. I attacked the vampire, and the bastard had made friends with almost a whole fortress. So we had a huge loyalty cascade / civil war because I attacked the vampire. That was hilarious. Went from like 200 dwarves down to 60. That was brilliant brawl, and a kind of a good end for that fortress as well, as it was gone for a long time, and the vampire hunt was the thing we were on, and then that's insane everyone fighting each other was brilliant. Okay, but this is now working well. Now working well, so I'm happy with that. Happy with that, so let's dump some goblins on the But yeah, you asked about how the dwarves knows where to put stuff. So those are, if you are meaning stockpiles. So how I use stockpiles is that I separate them quite a lot, and I put stuff close to where they are needed. So food is used by kitchen and still, so I have food things in here. Carpenter is using wood, so I have wood stockpiles in here. And these are relatively straightforward, like just make stockpiles and see how it works, and start doing like a more specialized stockpiles when you learn stuff. But I think the only thing I would say about stockpiles is that have a separate refuse stockpile somewhere. Everything else can almost be in one place at the beginning. Although I would keep stones and wood away from there. What I mean is that if I would make a generic stockpile, I would take the refuse out, I would take the stone out, I would take the wood out. This would be my stockpile in the beginning of game. Just everything in a single stockpile. And then I would start specializing from there. But then if you mean about the zones, that is very different thing. Because almost everything about specific kind of rooms or areas in actually that should be unpaused, works with the zones. So for example, we have animal pasture in here where I can assign that, okay, we probably have new elephants somewhere. Let's assign them to this pasture. So this is a zone of the pen and pasture type. We have a tavern. I have used the meeting area and I made this one specifically a tavern from the meeting area. We have guilds from the meeting areas as well. So there's quite a lot that goes into the zones. So if you don't know and you have trouble with the zones and stockpiles and that level of stuff, play the tutorial again and then watch some tutorial videos from YouTube, and you probably catch it quite quickly. But that is like the very, very beginning stuff that you need to understand the stockpiles and the zones in order to in order to play this game or this fortress mode. And it's kind of difficult to explain in an established fort, because it's like super complicated at this point, kind of for anyone else but my mind, because I have organized in a way that I understand them. And no one else probably would if they would, like, out of the blue start looking at this. Because you will eventually figure out kind of your ways of organizing things, how you want to organize stockpiles, how you want to organize zones, how you want to build the rooms, and all that stuff. How to make the dwarf throw a thrash down the hole. Okay, that is very specific. Thank you for that. So two ways. So what I am doing here, this I can explain. This is advanced. Less advanced is that if you want to dispose stuff, you either have a atom smasher, which means a bridge that you can throw stuff in here and then smash them with the bridge. Simple way operated with a lever. You make that hole, or it can even be an area on the ground. You make a zone that is garbage dump. In this case I already made it here. So I have a garbage dump zone here. If I now would order something to be dumped, they would throw it in here. That's the manual way, and actually pretty convenient for most use cases. This can actually be enabled again, because I was doing a separate dump in here. Can be paused. So the simplest way is to dump stuff manually. Then what I am doing here is pretty advanced already. So this is using a mechanic similar to quantum stockpiles or any minecart track. We have a track stop here that is built with construction track stop, and it dumps in the direction of the pit. In this case it's on the north side, so it's dumping south. So there's a track stop here which tells the game that whenever a minecart comes to this stop, it dumps everything in it south. In this case, down the hole. So in practice, whatever I put in this minecart is automatically thrown down the hole. And then, for example, I'm collecting my refuse in here. So then I have a minecart route with only a single stop, with a minecart that never moves. And this stop is taking all the refuse. I'm asking it to take all the refuse corpses and stuff, without any specific orders. So because of this, these take orders, dwarves take stuff from these stockpiles, put them in the minecart, and because the stop is auto-dumping them, they go down the hole immediately. That's refuse, same thing with items, so I have set these stockpiles to have items I want to throw away. That can be very different for different use cases, but same principle. This minecart's route is taking everything from these stockpiles, and it's auto-dumping into the hole. And then I have the atom smasher on a pressure plate. But the simplest way is the dump, and if you have access to magma, for most of the... Actually, I wouldn't even need the atom smasher if I had magma here. I could throw everything that melts into the magma. Or I could create a magma-based disposal. Just have a hole with magma and throw stuff in there. But yeah, the simplest way is the dump zone. And then just manually tell them to dump. Hey, Mr. Weber. I see similarities with the advanced fertilizer system you made in Fallout. Yeah, that is the next level. Like if dwarves would need toilets, we would definitely have that kind of system in the fort as well. That's for sure. You can't directly dump from minecart to minecart. When the minecart dumps, it dumps to the ground. So in case of liquids, it would work to a degree at least. Something would probably spill. But you could dump liquids from minecart to minecart. Items need to be moved by dwarf. And I think the game is not such that if I have a minecart here and I would dump something above the minecarts, they don't like fall in. They don't fall into the minecarts, even that it's kind of logical. It doesn't work like that either. Hey, I think we are about to get a test of our new strange mood stockpile thing. So depending on what forge this guy takes, I set up stockpiles right above them for steel and platinum. So they should go for the steel or platinum or instead of copper, if my theory is correct how this works. Okay, they are claiming this one, so they should grab steel. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay, did they claim this one? Yes, they did. Boom! Steel! Ha ha ha! Woo! Now make me something good. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you have probably used all the platinum. Now if this guy makes a warhammer, then I wish it would have been platinum, but actually wait a minute, how did I set those platinum? Oh, wait. I didn't tell what to put in these. I just set up the take order. Okay, good. Luckily that guy went for the left one, so yeah. Okay, that's better now. Okay, but we learned a lot of things from there that I actually kind of knew, but I never bothered with it because I like the randomness of the artifacts. But I would say it goes like this for the strange moods. If the dwarf doesn't have preference for materials, they will go for the closest thing from the center of the stockpile, counting sea levels. So something directly above the center square or below it is nearly guaranteed to be taken by the strange mood dwarves. So if you want to control what materials go into the artifacts, for example for forge, put, for example, steel right above it. Don't put it on the side. Right here might look that it's right next to it, but from dwarf's point of view, this is closer. Even no matter how many stairs there are, and even if they have to go like 200 tiles, they consider this to be closer than this 2 tiles away, because they count 1 sea level in here. So either above or below. Of course, it's if you have multiple workshops, you can't control it that much. But early game, if you would like to control the materials, you would only have 1 workshop of each type. And you would place the specific materials you would like them to use for that. So for example, I think what I will do here is I will place platinum in all of these, because then we could get a platinum warhammer, which I want. From the steel, I hope it's something sharp, like a spear or sword. Yeah, this was. I said that this was. I like the randomness, but then in. You know what? Should these actually be without a pin, so that we would have like one here, because the first thing they pick that dictates the material. So I don't think these actually even need a pin. They only need 1 platinum there. It doesn't matter what they go after. What they go after the 1 platinum. Yeah, if I could somehow manipulate what they, I will actually put the pins back. If I could actually manipulate thing that they create, which isn't possible in the game. You can probably do it with DF hack somehow. I would want them to pick up platinum and make me blunt weapons, because you can't make weapons out of platinum normally. That's the reason for the platinum, and the value, of course. The thing about the pins is that this is not ideal location for the normal use, because I want them to be closer to the stairs, like in here, when they pick it up and smelt it. This is far away from the stairs, so it's like easy 10 steps more. Not a big deal, but anyway. Okay, make me a steel spear. It's a battle axe! Woohoo! Yes, manipulation worked. Nilun Matul, steel battle axe. Okay, now we can axe one of our axe lords to actually use that. Brilliant. Were dance. Nilun Matul. 33,000. Encrusted with round brilliant cut Glaro opals, decorated with pigtail and encircled with bands of elephant leather. This object menaced with spikes of steel, Glaro opal tower cap and elephant leather. But an item is an octahedral octahedra in chalk. Nice. Nice. Okay, now the thing is, like, how can I tell? Has anyone named their axe yet? No. No, they have not. Has... Who we have? We have Axe Lords. Ooh. I think the axe should go either to Greymalk or Neeks. So Varakim is the highest skilled. I'm a little bit worried about Varakim because Varakim was throwing tantrums before. I think it fits to give it to the militia commander if Greymalk is not attached to their current axe yet. Okay. Commander. Take that away. New weapon. Specific weapon. Nilunmatul. See if they go take it. I could also make it a symbol of the militia commander. I wonder if they would wield it like... That's the thing. I only have each squad training 2 months a year, but I only have the military train 2 months a year. So we have 6 squads training 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. But most of them are doing individual training like all the time. Okay, this one has a legendary name, so it probably has kills. Three-eyed starling. Its eyes glow golden yellow. Midnight blue feathers are long and sparse. Beware its deadly dust. Before we look at that, let's go here and make sure our caverns are closed. They are. Oh, interesting. It doesn't have kills, but it has a long name. Nidela Witch Hexes the Evil Puzzle. Love the name. Love the name. Amazing. Okay, I think we killed all the forgotten beasts, right? Yeah, there's no one to fight. No one to fight but us. And everything's locked at the moment. I'm watching it a bit here, just that if it would start beelining towards us, then I would know that we probably have a hole somewhere. Basically, if they have nothing better to do, and they feel like they want to go and train instead of socializing or tavern or whatever, socializing or guild or whatever. They will go and do an individual training when they have a barrack zone set. Okay, what if I tell you to update your equipment? Wait, why did you go back to that one? Are you attached to that one already? Did I not confirm the... Wait. Confirm. I think I forgot to confirm. Maybe? Ah, here we go. Here we go. Get that legendary axe. There we go. Nice. Where's your shield? Oh, they went for a drink. Wait, did they actually cry when they were... Wait, where's your shield? Why don't you take a shield? They do have a shield attached, but... I think I will make that... let's make... Let's make Nilummatul the symbol of the militia commander. I think if we don't get a raid in autumn, we will go raid ourselves. We also have a lot of statues, so why don't we place them a little bit? Let's do random golden statues in here. So I think all of them are exceptional or better. And then yeah, let's put some statues here that are nice. Let's put a statue of a dog. Some generic one. Statue of dwarves. Statue of dwarves. Have here something special. They have not made a statue of the king. Dwarves. That way maybe they get to admire the statues a little bit. And let's put statue of a dog in here. I already had one here. So let's change the position of that one. So we have dogs. Dogs like that. Yes, the raiding party that we have problems that they didn't come back. The reason was that one of the war dogs assigned to one of the dwarves in the squad was chained. Chained in so that because the dog couldn't leave, it didn't like resolve the raid properly. So basically, lessons learned. I did check the pastors. That none of the war dogs were assigned to a pastor because they wouldn't leave, but I forgot to check the chain. Kind of, ideally the game would understand that, okay, this dog is about to leave, maybe it should leave the chain, but yeah. And yeah, after that raid did trigger the proper war with the goblins, and we had like 100 goblin siege yesterday. First, like 40 or so goblins, and then we had 100, who all very nicely died into our traps, proving that minecart grinder is actually a little bit too powerful. Yes, it was. While it was awesome and fun, it was also so powerful that it was a little bit boring just to see the goblins die in there so easily. But on the other hand, very, very, very satisfying. Yeah, you will if you watch back the previous parts, you will you will hear me laugh in my bloodlust. pretty maniacally. So yeah, proud of those moments. Let's hope we get one in the beginning of autumn again. So many calves that we forgot to train. I think I am done with the reindeer, so let's just kill both of them off. We want to limit a little bit how many. How many we are getting? We have a lot of these elephants who are. Let's kill some of them. And limit the population later on a little bit better. All these elephants can be more trained. Alpaca can be butchered. And one thing I want to actually change. I want this off from there. this off from there, and I will actually place it. Place it here. It's here, but we'll organize these. Can I have the training here in the same zone and it's okay? Oh, okay. Right, of course I can. Let's put it there. How's the moss situation? So now it's starting to look a little bit worrying. Because I think they are not only eating it, but they are also stomping on it. So this is starting to look a little bit worrying. There's so many of them. What I also plan to do is that I would have the adults on the top side, something. Which does remind me, we did have I will do it after autumn, but I did have a plan to kind of have a mechanism to close the goblins in from a longer way than just the hallway. So what we could have is we could have a bridges that closed away from here, here, and here, and then we could close them in as soon as they are kind of in that area. So we did have some of them escape because they didn't even make it down the trap holes yet. Yeah, I think if I put a like pasture in here for the elephants, and then they get scared of some wild animals, even that they are war elephants, they would just run away. Then my dwarves would have to come and get them back. But I would kind of want to use the war elephants against the goblins. See how they do. They are not giant elephants, but I think they would still do quite well. Speaking of autumn, there it is. There it is, so I will see what actually these three elephants that are up here. I wouldn't mind these one. So maybe next time the goblins come, I will not close the animal pasture. I will let the goblins go there and have their attempts. Because I don't mind these three dying. Because they are the ones we need to constantly train, because they are not tame. And then I could take the adults from here. On the top side. Yeah, we the ones on the top are getting, maybe, you know what, I think it's time to stop that one at least from breeding. So we need to stop this one. Hopefully the dwarf doesn't die trying to do this gelding, but that one needs to be gelded. We are getting overwhelmed with these elephants. Hey Tommy. Okay, let's see if we get a siege in like the first 5 days of the season. They usually happen at the beginning of the season. Dog. Is the statue of the dog like a worse quality or something? No, it was the statue of Katten. That what it was. There we go. Katten the hero dog who died in the first raid. Do you mean... do you mean this? Oh no, wait. Do you mean this list? Or were we just actually training the teammates? I think we have all of them trained. Yeah. Okay. Right, we have the goblins, elephants. Thinking that I'm thinking that do I want to keep the gate straps? I think I do. So what I think I want to do also is a crossbow training. Come on, goblins. 4th or 5th day, come on. So why is the FPS so low? What's happening? Those are... Well, this is actually affecting the FPS probably quite a lot because we have so many elephants. Hey, like clockwork on the 4th day. Nice. Seeking parley my ass. Well, you can seek parley if you like. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. I think we are fine. Just brought this guy back. That statue in place, then we have nothing to do outside. There we go. Let's turn that on. Let's make sure all the new and old dwarves are in. Let's add the new dump areas in. And I think those are the only changes we did. Let me just check. Yeah, those areas don't matter. Why is that not painted? I don't know. Okay, that is fine. The dwarves inside. Dwarves inside. Let's prepare the trap corridor. So the dog one is open. This one is open. This one should be locked. This one can be closed. Trap corridor pull. This one needs to be locked. I need to put this in a lever. I would like the critical ones to be dwarven controlled. It's just so convenient to click the forbidden yourself. So this already locks my fortress from the corridor side. So then the last thing is to close this one, which is the right gate. And then this time I will leave the animal pasture open, so the goblins can first have their go at these 3 more elephants. The goblins will probably butcher them. Some of these might actually run away instead of attacking, but we'll see. And as soon as this is closed... Oh, where are you going? You're going to do animal trading. Fuck. Okay, that is not pulled yet. I think we were just in time. So let's cancel that. This guy was about to be smashed. I think they had that... They had that task even outside the Burrow. Before I assigned it. So I will let them finish the training there. That is also why I don't want these elephants be there. And now they are running that away. We can go and pull this one, this time with emergency or priority. So now this one is closed. Good. That one is open. Pathway in is open. That is closed. That is closed. So currently the fortress is on fortress is on lockdown. Fortress is on lockdown, and we have a lot of goblins. Love this. I love this. So good. Okay, let's start from there. So there's always 17. No, has it changed? Height 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5. No, it's still 17. So 1 screen, 2 screen, 3 screen. That's 51. 68. 85. 85 and 102 minus that, so that's what, 98? What did I say? Okay, almost 100. Brilliant. So just double checking here that everything is on lockdown. Lockdown in there, they don't make it, they can go and kill the elephants, or the elephants can kill some of them. And then they will go into the corridor, will turn on the traps. We'll turn on the flamethrower. Sadly, I didn't have time to put on the lock system, that we can actually lock them in. So maybe I will let them in, go a little bit deeper before we turn this on or something, depending on how they path in. But that is the third Goblin Siege. They will be drawn by these elephants because these are our elephants. The elephants in the bait corridor didn't work as it was basically a wild animal. That seemed that they didn't care about those. So I'm pretty sure they will. They do sense the dog and they do sense these 3 elephants. So interested to see what they go after. So to their parley, we say nay. And we'll see where they go. Right after the break. See you guys in just a moment. Let's have a break. It was 2.5 hours. I had to do it. It was too good. Too good of a cliffhanger. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.